Oh, you brought it.
Yeah?
Wait, let me touch this so you don't have the same difficulty.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it's just kind of lagging.
wait, really? Oh, I think it's because you're searching things up.
No. How did I do that? That's what was throwing me off. Okay, okie dokie.
Okay.
Yes. Good?
Then wait, let me put this
Gotta
here
up
for
it.
you. All right. Oh, you.
All right, guys. We good? We ready? Make sure get your drinks, get your food if there's still any left. Half a cheese pizza. Still pretty good. Yeah, half. Damn, we went through that. But yeah, please do get it. I'm gonna continue. Feel free to, just chill. But we still have some pretty cool things that we want to say, so let us continue. So like I was saying, right? Building a team. Building a team is kind of a difficult thing, but we're here to help you. So we're going to make this channel. It's going to be live by tonight. So if you want to already start, feel free. But it's going to be there. And so if you don't have an idea, just talk about that goal that you want to. You might have a goal that you're interested in. Like for me, I love the ocean, and I love trying to find a solution to oceanic pollution, which is a giant thing, and it is one of the UN goals. So I would probably head in that direction. And you might find somebody that just has the same topic and also has no idea. So you could start from there, and it's really a good starter. And also feel free to share any fun facts about you. Remember that a big part of being in a team is liking to spend time with each other and liking to build up your skills together. So don't just think of this as, okay, I'm just looking for a project. Think of this, I'm looking for somebody that I would want to work with, somebody that has the same energy that I have and the same kind of ambitions. Super important. So to talk a little bit about the timeline of everything, January 12th, we'll begin planning and working on our project. This is really like when it officially starts. Then we have like submissions closed. So that's really like your official timeline. We're going to be helping you go through that timeline because trust me, for me, I procrastinate a lot. So I know that, you would, maybe some of you would leave it till the last minute and so on. And it's not that you don't want to, but it's just because it's difficult to create that plan, right? So don't worry, you're gonna have a lot of support from us. May, top 50 teams will be chosen. If you're one of those, that is incredible. I would be super, super proud. But even submitting it is incredible to do because you'd be surprised. A lot of teams don't submit. Which is an advantage to you guys. And then, of course, top 50 will be receiving mentoring from Google to make sure that you can improve on these projects a little bit before submitting them again. And so this would be like the official, like, okay, you made it in the top 50. Now you need to make it in the top 10 and then the top 3, which top 3 is August. And yeah. So let's talk about the requirements. I already mentioned a few of these. Use at least one Google technology. So TensorFlow, Firebase, Android. You might be surprised to know that. Android as a whole is Google. So if you're doing Android, you're good to go. Flutter and Google Cloud. If you're not sure about some of these technologies, that's good. That's good. That means that there's a lot that you still have to learn and possibly be exposed to. So really no worries. Your level of advancement in this really doesn't matter in terms of if you start off completely from the bottom or you're really advanced in it. You just have to find like-minded people and build on your skills because this is really what we're after. So build it within that time frame around May 1st to March 10th. And the project must solve one of these 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which they're really cool, so I want to show it to you. These are some of the goals. So 1, no poverty. Clean water, sanitation, decent work and economic growth, reduced inequalities, partnership for the goals, life on land, life below the water. These are kind of broad goals, but they can give you a bit of a guideline on maybe a type of project you want to work with. Maybe right now, as we're talking, you already have some ideas, or you're thinking about an idea, something that maybe you've been thinking for a while, or you just thought about. And don't dismiss it. Your idea is extremely important, and you can definitely refine it as we go on. But as you see, remember what I was talking about, having this also as a resume grower, right? To show your skills in a meaningful way. If I'm a recruiter, which I'm not, disclaimer, but if I was a recruiter, I think I'd find a lot of value in knowing that somebody who both cares about a certain topic and took the initiative to work on it with a team or alone. And then, of course, you can showcase your technical side, using the specific technologies. But yeah, those are the goals. And just to give you a bit of an idea, this is one of the winners, top 3. They're called iRise by Up Systems from the Philippines. And they use 2 goals: sustainable cities and communities, and climate action. So what they did is, it's called a Project Island Response and Intervention for Systematic Evacuation. So very fancy, iRise. It's a disaster risk management. And it aims to get the information between the local government, the disaster risk management units, and then the actual communities of people. And so you can see this solves a really big problem. And this is why it went top 3. Of course, they had a great demo video, and they had the enthusiasm to finish it. So this is one of the top 3. We have another example. They use 3. So you can definitely use more than 1. You can use several if you want. But they use good wealth and well-being, reduced inequalities, and sustainable cities and communities. So it's called Help Year by Magic 4. This is from Canada. The team is from Canada. And so Help Year's goal is to encourage a new social norm of volunteering in people's daily routines. So this is, again, a local neighborhood. So we see 2 different projects, but they're both solving local problems, which Miami loves here. There's a lot of things that need to be worked on, and there's constantly, especially in the tech community in Miami, there's a lot of things to work on. And so basically it's an app that facilitates neighbors helping neighbors, and trying to get that volunteering to be a bit more fun and encouraging. So hopefully that gives a bit of an idea what the solution challenge is. Do you have any questions for me? Anything? Could be super basic. If you think it's basic, it's anything. Yes? No? Please. Say again?
How do I join the Discord?
The Discord. We have a link for that. We'll show it at the end. You'll be able to scan it and just join the Discord. But that's like our main base. So you remember I was talking about that we have grown quite a lot. So if you have kept up, you may know this, but we have over 750 members, which is huge. And I'm really, really happy about that, actually. I think the more people that we can help at FIU build a bigger community is huge. And just want to mention them. I'm very happy about that. Hopefully continues in the spring so that we can continue even growing our community more. But yes, you'll have a link, don't worry. We got you. Anything else? Yes, please.
Do I have to know anything before I start the solution challenge?
Yes, no, you don't have to know anything. Not even your idea, right? If you don't know your idea, you don't even know what goals you want to work on, it's not a problem, right? Of course, if you have some background knowledge, that's great. You can use that. But like our aim is that you can work on this project and also develop yourself as a developer. And that's like a really big thing. Good? Yes, please. Can you and Azar work there?
Yeah.
If Azar wants to, Yeah. I'm not stopping you, Alec. You can do whatever you want, man. Yeah, in terms of teams, work with whoever you want, as long as both of you or all four of you want to work together. Yeah?
Where do I find out all of the technologies that I'm able to use for this solution?
Google. Very cool. Well, one, you have you have Google. You can search like that, right? But we know them, so you can ask them, and yeah, that's basically it. I mean.
Also, like on the Google Cloud, you can like search it. They have like all of the APIs available.
Yes, that's true. In terms of APIs, so Google has so many APIs. They have like specific ones for AI, and they have some for like the cloud system. So if you want to know the specifics of those, like Clem said, you can find that on GCP. And so don't worry if it's like a bit crazy, like if you don't know what an API is, sorry, like I don't want to confuse you. This is why we're here. We're here to learn, right? And bridge the gap between the theory and the practice that we learn in school, right? That was our motto, by the way, if you didn't know. I just thought I would throw it in there. So yeah, let's talk about dev communities. Clem, you want to introduce something? Oh, shoot.
I've never won the mic before. Wait, how about it?
You can hold it.
Alright. No, I'm just gonna hold it. All right, that's how we're gonna do this. All right, so we're gonna talk about developer communities now. So, wait, is it? Oh, there we go. All right, so what are developer communities? Developer communities are groups for students to meet with peers, sharing similar goals and interests, and to learn alongside one another. So whether you're somebody who has just started programming for the first time, and you just have something that you thought would be really cool for you to make, and you don't know how, and you don't have any idea where to begin. Maybe it's like a website that you've been thinking about building. You could join the web dev community, and you can learn from all of the experienced people in there on like where you should get started. Like what resources should I be looking at? What should I be thinking about to use to build my project? You can talk. There's tons of people inside of these communities, such as web dev and other communities, where you can talk to people and learn at a much faster rate than you would just learning by yourself. I know from personal experience that learning everything that's out there in software development is hard. It's very hard. And so we at GDSC FIU, GDSC FIU, I gotta come correct. We've worked really hard to make sure that our developer communities provide you guys with real world skills through workshops, as well as through building projects, as some communities have done. And so let me actually read what's on the slide. We create a welcoming environment for people of all levels. We connect peers with similar interests to one another. And if you meet some peers that you like, maybe you guys can work on a thing called a solution challenge, if you never heard of it before. You guys can work on the solution challenge, submit the best project they've ever seen, and continue developing within your network. We have like 750 people between in FIU and online, so there's a large amount of people that you can get connected to. So please take advantage of that. And so without further, And so the dev communities that we had this past semester is the AI dev community, mobile development, interview training, even though that says competitive programming, it's interview training, web development, and the newest one that we had this past semester was game development.
You can just click arrows.
I can.
Yeah, I had the same thing. Allows your Mac is is interesting.
Oh.
There you go. There you go.
You sure?
Yeah, it takes a bit of time to respond. There you go. What? Yo,
Oh.
I told him. Yo, I even have a Mac. Like, it's not that I don't know how to use it.
I major
I
in
need to know what
CS,
I'm
I swear. All right.
It kept on popping the dictionary.
So first we talk about the artificial intelligence developer community and what they've done this past semester. Wait, am I touching the wrong one now? Oh my gosh. All right. So this past semester you had 5 developer community meetings covering an introduction to machine learning, computer vision, natural language processing, as well as having their own Kaggle competition. So for the next semester, they're actually planning on having no more lecture-based developer community meetings. The focus, David wants to make the focus to be full-on hands-on activities and Kaggle competitions so that people, instead of just sitting in the background, you now get your hands on working with data and trying to make your own projects. Konza and Zar, do you want to come up and talk about mobile?
How's everyone doing this evening? Good? Oh, I need some more feedback. How's everyone doing this evening? Good? All right. Woo! Awesome. Well, thank you guys for hearing us out. My name is Azar Ali, and
Hello guys, I'm Kunzan Nari.
and we're the mobile dev tech leads. And let us tell you all about what we've done this semester. Take it away.
So, my beautiful people, let me tell you a little bit about all the meetings we had this semester, right? So, we had in total 6 workshops, which consist of our first workshop being the introductory to Android development. We told the difference between the native development and the cross-platform development. And basically, we also just generally about Android development, we didn't went deep into it. And we had a mixer for people to actually find their partners so they can work on projects with them and just get to know their people they're working with. Workshop 2 consists of like just deeping dive into the Android development. We created our first Android app, kind of like an activity or so, and just planned out ideas for it. Third workshop was our Figma UI design, where we learned how to design and really we went through all the UI steps for your application, like from the ideas to actually building, not building them, kind of like wireframing and then designing it out. Our workshop 4 was connecting the API, where we used an anime API.
Typical students, like anime.
We're just a bunch of weeps here, sorry. But we used an anime API to make our application and kind of retrieve information from the API about the latest anime, and it was keep updating it. Our workshop 5 was on the Firebase for user authentication, where we used Firebase for sign up and the login page. Workshop 6 was the project showcase, which I'll tell you a little bit about it in the next slide. Do I have to change it here?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Sweet.
that's login.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So this past semester, we actually worked on projects basically with our students, where we paired people up and we gave them basically a theme, which was the same Google Solution Challenge theme from past year. And they picked their, the categories, and they kind of made their application on them. Our 4 teams were, first team made their application called Health Cloud. That was made by Alejandro Becchio and Daniel Conley. The second team made Zero Hunger by Joseph Rodas and Mike Aimi. The third team made Electric App, that was by Musa Jean. And the last application was Greenview by Brendan Andre and Matthew Lewis. And Electric App by Musa Jean actually won the first prize by us, and we did give him some Android merch. So if you guys actually, join us next semester, you can actually win the merch too.
Yeah, get swagged out, so that's a little bit of what we had done this past semester. And now what we're doing in the future, right? What's next? Well, we'll be continuing our same Android journey. But unfortunately, as Java developers, we do have to, see the light. And we have to come to realize a few things. That Java is not being as commonly used as it is day to day. But that's okay. Because of that, I know Clement's not a fan of that, but I know he has his own gripes about it. But coming in this spring semester, we'll be teaching y'all Kotlin and becoming 16-figure Kotlin developers. I had to make a little edit to the slides because yes, and we'll be teaching y'all all the latest that's in Android because Kotlin is the newest, hottest stuff in Android and, the hottest language, and it comes with all sorts of cool features such as Jetpack Compose and then all sorts of new features, which we will explain if you don't know those already. We'll be continuing to have our weekly office hours. We typically had 2 office hours each week on Mondays and Wednesdays. We'll be continuing that the same, and we'll be having a mobile dev project again. So if you want to get involved and make your own projects and learn what it is to be, to make projects that interest you, definitely come check us out. And for those of you, you might be wondering, well, I like Java, like we learned that in programming 1. That was my thing, Why, how am I going to learn Kotlin? Well, wait till you see what we have here to help you get learning to this. We'll be having Android study jams happening this winter break. Yes. Yeah, thank you. Where we'll be teaching you all how to get involved with Kotlin and Android, for the first time. So if you're learning Android for the first time, or if you're learning Kotlin and have had Android experience, that's all good because we'll be teaching you all how to get involved and make your own projects. And we'll be having this from the course starting the week after finals. We'll be hosting regular workshops to help you become a 16-figure Kotlin developer. And that's what we have. So thank you all so much for your attention. And now we're bringing it up to our boys, Lazaro and Busta. They will be talking to you guys about interview training.
Thank you, sir.
Of course.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the warm introductions. We can't wait for that Kotlin, right? It's so sad to hear about Java, but cope. Cope. All right? I'm kidding. So my name is David Acosta, and
I'm Lazaro.
And we both teach the interview training dev community. Can they see you?
Yeah, also mention.
Oh, and we have the mentor, the greatest, the legend, the wizard, Ricardo Ruiz, and just the slide. Yeah, thank you. So in summary, I think we've had a great amount of engagement and involvement with our interview training dev community. A lot of attendance in beginner lectures, in the team lectures, in the lecture reviews, which Lazaro runs and I run the beginner lectures. The competitive programming team lecture reviews are done, of course, by our great advisor, Professor Geary. And we've taught many people algorithms and data structures such that it'll be easier to land a high-paying tech job, software development role. And so about our future plans, I'll leave that to Lazaro to talk about.
All right. Hello, guys. So yeah, it's been great so far, but now let's just talk about a little bit what's coming up. We plan on continuing all the lectures that we had this semester. So that includes the beginner, the team lectures, and the team review. But there is going to be some changes. For example, Geary is going to be doing them at 3:30 a.m. No, p.m. p.m.
Why did that not surprise me? I was like, okay, so
Yeah, guys, stay up.
Yeah. Okay. 3:30 p.m. And that's a change because this semester he did it at 9:30, which is not what he usually does. But he's gonna go back to his normal ways, which is 3:30 p.m. next semester. So that's pretty exciting. Hopefully you guys can join that because he does go over some pretty high-level things that's gonna help us for competitions or some interviews that you guys are having for big tech companies. We're also gonna be working hard providing you guys with some more opportunities and resources. We've listened to your feedback. So we're trying to provide you guys with some more lectures or more materials or just more opportunities that you guys can really grow your skill set to actually get an interview and not worry about cramming during the internship season. If you guys can do this as early as possible, it really benefits you. So if we can provide you with as much as possible, then that makes everyone happy. So that's something we'll be working on heavily. And also this will be a real ICPC competition. So this means we're gonna be competing against other schools. This is a legit thing. Last time we did it, we did get a scholarship for it, and that's just for attending and participating. So if you guys do that, you might get some money.
I didn't get anything.
Well, yeah, he didn't get anything, which is
I didn't get
unfortunate.
anything.
But I did, and it was a good amount of money.
Good for him. You're just flexing on me.
So yeah, you might get some money. So it might be nice to join.
Something?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my
you were on
God.
my team.
Yes.
It was only him.
It was only me.
Maybe he didn't write your name down. I don't know. But either way, it was a good amount of money. So definitely you guys will want to participate in that. And we'll be having some mock competitions just to train you guys. We'll be, like I said, we'll be providing a lot of resources and meetings for these just to make sure you guys are ready.
And also we have some pretty impromptu sessions.
Which might not be impromptu anymore.
Oh,
'Cause we
okay.
might make it a real thing.
It's actually gonna be scheduled from now
Maybe.
on. It used to be impromptu when I
Okay.
first started it.
Let's not confirm anything.
Okay. All right.
Because we haven't. Okay, yeah, it's fine. So if you guys are interested and you guys do want an internship, I don't know, how many of you guys want an internship? Raise your hand. Yeah. Okay, pretty cool. Yeah. So this is definitely something you guys want to join. So keep an eye on it. An eye on it. Out for it. I don't know the phrase.
Your eyes on.
So if you do want to join, this is how you can do it. If you're on our Discord, there should be a little server info category right there. Specifically click on the one that says Dev Communities. And then here you have several options. You have AI, Web Dev, Mobile Dev, Interview Training, and Game Dev. Click on the icon and you'll be joining the community and you have access to all their channels. For example, if you click on the leak code icon for interview training, you'll be joining our developer community and you have access to all those channels up there. You have notifications. Yeah, and you also get our notifications. That's why it's extremely important. You'll be notified when we have a meeting or when we're having a lecture or a live stream. You'll be getting that notification. You also have access to threads like the leak code solutions, programming resources, and also channels to beginner problems and advanced problems. Because we do send out leak code problems. When we set them up, we send them out every single day. You guys have a set of leak code problems, just so you guys have an opportunity just to learn or do a problem a day. Now, this is extremely important because we might have something planned for you guys this winter break. I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil it now. We're gonna be doing, we're pretty much gonna be doing a 2-week winter break leak code grind. So of course, I know you guys are on vacations, but you can never stop. Yeah.
Only 2 weeks.
So yeah, you guys can never really stop. It's always good to be practicing. So we're gonna provide that over the winter break. Every 2 days, we're gonna be going over a topic. You'll be getting like 6 problems a day. Try to do as much as you can. If you can't do it, we'll be discussing it, and we're also gonna be making YouTube solutions. So in case you struggled, you could just look at the video and figure it out. Other than that, then that's it from interview training. Yep. And thank you guys. We're gonna send it to Web Dev.
Web Dev?
Yep.
What's the button?
Yeah, this MacBook.
Yeah, MacBook will be good.
Hi guys. Thank you. Thank you. I also recommend that you do leak code grinding. I would recommend that, so you don't take an L on your interviews. And if you think that you're like not gonna get like a cool tech company, it's actually you might be surprised. Like they're actually interview a lot of people, so you have a good chance of getting an interview at a company that has a very high technical level, and you don't want to be screwed. So yeah, like me.
Move a little bit. Camera.
Okay, so Manny isn't here. He's the other web dev co-lead. He's at work, which kind of sucks. But for his part, I'll just cover his part. So we kind of split into two teams. We were meeting every week. So he worked on setting up the server, basic API functionality, authentication, validation, MongoDB, and Postman. So those are like very important back-end skills. And for the future plans, we're going to keep working on this project. And he's going to keep working on this project next semester, I think, too. Because the thing about like teaching back-end is it's a little bit better if you teach it like procedurally, like in a project. So we like the project, so we're going to try to keep it going next semester. And then for me, for the front-end summary, we met every week. We taught one major workshop is the HTML and CSS workshop, and it actually went pretty well. So I think that next semester we're going to try to do a lot more like front-end type workshops. So my goal this semester in general is to have my people like have enough of a foundation in like HTML and React and CSS to be able to work on their own stuff. And I feel like that was met by my metrics. And yeah, we touched HTML, CSS, JS, and React. So next semester, hopefully we'll have some more public workshops. So if you guys are more interested in web dev, there'll be more material for you. And we're going to keep working on our MVP over break. And then we have some screenshots of, I guess, some of the stuff we're working on our website. So yeah.
All right, so next is the game dev community. By the way, I'm not the lead for the game dev community. Just let me point that out there. Yeah. So this was the newest developer community that we had in the this year. And so what we did with this community is it was planned out to guide people to create their own game. We started off with building small-scale games and showing people each step in the process of building a game, so that eventually you guys could create your own game. And so this semester we taught. It was AE Sprite was taught, and there was also a Flappy Bird game built. Yeah.
Which is a recording of if you're
interested in
the game dev community channel.
Questions? Any questions? If we
Like Pokemon?
if we made any?
No, play any game.
If he's played any other games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I've
mean,
played Pokemon.
yeah.
Hopefully everyone here has.
I played
Definitely.
Yeah, I've played it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon
That
Go,
too,
yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Laura and Alex are just like that. I have a question.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can ask questions, but I did have
You
a
can.
question for mobile dev. So I saw you guys did some projects, like your members did some projects. And I know that some of them are potentially looking for some other members to continue this for the solution challenge. How can I know which teams are still open or are looking for people?
That's a great question. I believe
Just like asking them?
That is,
yeah,
boy, that's a tough one.
They'll put down the projects that they
In
if
the
they're
chat?
looking if they're looking to continue for solution challenge.
We'll actually let them know to once the solution challenge, the channels are open for team building, we'll let them know to post their app idea or title and kind of like, not the whole idea obviously because we don't want people to like fake it. But really, yeah, generally. And if you guys want, we can ask them to also put like they were part of mobile dev for this semester. So you guys know, they're actually part of our community. And you guys can ask them, do you guys need our skills? And you're gonna join hands with them.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions? Although
Yeah.
I guess I'll give myself a little pat on the
Yeah.
back. I don't know.
Alex has a question.
Oh, yeah.
Are we working with 3D development though, or 3D character development, 3D modeling?
For game development,
Yeah.
uh,
What's it 2D?
it was all 2D this semester.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, could.
The metaverse.
Oh,
Yeah, metaverse community happening right now.
Some VR.
VR, that's mixed reality.
Oh, mixed reality.
No, definitely, yeah.
any other questions? Don't be shy. Could be about anything. Okay. All right. We dropping this tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be sending out a feedback form tonight for just a Google Developer Student Club, so that you guys can let us know what you thought about the club this semester, what you liked, what you didn't like, which is nothing, right? Right, guys? Yeah.
No. Absolutely. Really important, though. I mean, we have to stress the importance of this, right? Because we want to know what we did right and what we did wrong, and how we can get better, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be just stagnating and like maybe we don't know, right? So yeah.
Right. Yeah. So as Hermed said, it's really important that we get your guys' feedback so that we can continue improving as an organization. All right. So, all right. All right. If you want to take a picture of the link here, you can. But we'll also be sending it out later. All right, so now we have an internship spotlight. So we're going to be showing the students who have received an internship offer so far for this recruiting season. And so our first person is Roberto Martinez. So this. Yep. And so, yeah, he had multiple offers this recruiting season. I may miss one, but I know he got the the Facebook University internship offer, as well as a Twilio internship offer for summer 2022. I think I'm missing one.
And
but,
Google Step.
And Google Step.
Yeah.
And so it's been a really good recruiting season for him so far. And
He's sticking to FBU.
yeah, and he decided to stick with FBU this semester, and then for summer. And this is just a little something he said about his previous internship at Liberty Mutual that he did this past summer. He said he was proud that he got to make a minimal viable project for his hackathon project in 36 hours. It was a challenge because he had to learn new technologies and concepts as opposed to traditional web development. And in addition, his intern project was deployed to production and still being used today. So yeah, a lot of these internships, like you're working on, it's a really important opportunity to have, because you really do get to work on like things that are going to be used. Like, don't think they're going to be like, oh, this is just the intern, like, go get me my coffee, buddy, okay? No, you're actually going to be working on like projects that will be used by customers, and if you're lucky enough, you might actually start to see it getting used by customers. I know I'm going off track, but during my internship, I got the opportunity to see users gradually start using my project as they started making it available to different regions. And I was just like, wow, something I built is like actually out there. And the learning experience is something that's irreplaceable. Like, you won't get that, like the amount of things you learn in those 12 weeks you can't get that like just going for your traditional degree program. So like I highly suggest that you guys keep grinding and trying to get those interviews and internship opportunities so that you can also get those experiences. All right. So I actually don't know what this one here is.
Yeah, no, I got you. Well, congrats to Roberto again. That is huge. And we want to say, if you have any internships, right, and you have something, doesn't matter if it's like a big tech company, and if it is, even better, right? We just want to celebrate you, celebrate your offers. There's the code. We can also send this if you ask us for an internship spotlight. So just fill it out. It's really quick. And you might have a chance of being featured on our Instagram and on our social media platforms, and celebrate you and your achievements.
All right. All right. And so now it's time to announce our December Developer of the Month. Can I get a drum roll, please? And our Developer of the Month is Paulina Costa. Hey.
She is here, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you recognize her? Yes. So it's not. Sorry, I'm in the picture, but we wanted to keep it a surprise to Paulina, and because sometimes we do release it, and we contact the people beforehand before release, so they can have the best picture that they want. But we had this picture, and we're like, okay, let's announce it at our final JBM as a surprise. So congratulations, Paulina, for being December Developer of the Month. We'll put it all on social media once you send us the picture you want us to use.
I almost gave it away yesterday.
Yeah, I know. They
Oh, you didn't know? How did you? I just told you that.
I know. But yeah, so congratulations again, Paulina.
No.
To announce the.
Yeah.
So we also want to announce core team positions will be opening, and we will announce next week what some of those positions are. Right, Clem?
Yep, we will.
So we're really excited for that. If you want to be on the team, we're going to show which positions are open, and if you think you're qualified, you'll apply, and then we'll let you know, contact you. But this is a really good chance to be part of something big, something meaningful, and get some leadership experience, get some experience working in a team, and have something nice to be proud of. So do look out for that. We'll be sending that. And so almost the end. But this is all of our links. So remember, you were asking Discord? I got you right here. You can take a picture of just the link, or you can take the picture of the QR code that has all our links, including our membership sign-up form. If you've already done that, welcome, you're a member. We'll also be sending you the emails through there, so that's really helpful. And please join our Discord. Our Discord is a huge part of who we are, and it's really fun just to be able to talk to everyone, and us as well. We're always on there talking, and Clem is a lot in VC, so the voice chats. Make sure to be on there, yeah. And so, some of our final stuff. I'm pretty sure this was Azar, right? This was Azar. No, I never knew who added this, but I was like, yes, I like this. Apparently, we got a GDSC NFT that's Bored Ape. I'm kidding. Don't sue me, please. I just figured because he loves that emoji, which I love too. But I guess it's a mystery. Is it a mystery, Danny?
Danny?
It's definitely Danny. Mystery solved. Let's go. Yo, Danny, you gotta. Yeah, don't screenshot. Don't screenshot. But yeah, a little bit of a meme. So talk final pointers, right? That was the last thing. I'm gonna leave the contact
You're
up
looking suspicious over there, Thomas.
just in case.
Smirking in the background.
So some final things. This is our final JBM for the fall. For most of people didn't know that this was actually our first semester in person. We started the year prior during the height of COVID, completely virtual. That was really difficult, but we managed to go through it, and hopefully made COVID a lot better, because I know it was such a terrible time. But now we're here in person, both hybrid and in person, whatever suits you best. We've grown really a lot. I'm happy to have you guys be part of our community, and hopefully, continuing in the spring. And the last things that we normally do is we like to take a picture. Martin is great at taking pictures. If you've seen, he's been like, that's Martin. And so we're gonna take a picture and have a game night if you want to stay. We're throwing back Among Us because I don't know. I feel like it was fun. So we're gonna have Among Us and Gartic Phone. And if you have any games to suggest, please go ahead. We're open to almost anything. So thank you everyone for being here, and let's go take some pictures.